let's go. I got about 20 niggas in here. Down the lead with your bitch, no klepto. What up? It's your boy Big 8, Put It in the Air podcast, coming to you live with my guy. Tell him who you are, my guy.
Yeah, the young black mayor, your number one history influencer, man. Real talk.
Hey man, follow him on all the social media. You know what I'm saying? It's Young Black Mayor on all of them, right?
Absolutely. On every major platform.
Man, check
Young
him
Black
out.
Mayor.
Listen, I was just flicking through my Instagram one day. I don't even be on Instagram. And like, I was just flicking through, and then I seen him talking. And I'm one of them people, like, I love information. Information is like everything to me. So when I seen he was talking about some stuff, I got to doing my research and stuff. Like some of the stuff he was saying in his lectures, and I'm like, damn, he right.
Yeah.
And once I seen that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna tap in some more, and I've been hooked ever since, man. Some definite jewels in all of his messages. Matter of fact, what you got for him? Tell these people something about Oklahoma history that they have no clue of.
I got the book Oklahoma Black Facts available on my website, youngblackmayor.com. It's not on any platforms, you know, but it's going to be out there. But I really want to take the original version to the people, so you can get physical copies from me. You can get a digital copy directly from me. Youngblackmayor.com. That's the book Oklahoma Black Facts. But it's about 130 different hidden histories that I drop regarding the contributions of black people in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Like Jim Noble. If you ever heard that the capital was stole from Guthrie and moved to Oklahoma City, you ever heard that?
Definitely.
Okay. So what they really talking about is the state seal was stolen or taken or moved earlier than it was supposed to from Guthrie to Oklahoma City, and it was done by a black man named Jim Noble. So if you ever heard a black man stole the state seal, see, that's what they talking about. You know what I mean? And so early about 1911, I think, Jim Noble was given the task of moving the state seal from Guthrie to Oklahoma City by the governor that had just came into office. Now it had went to court and it was supposed to be moved, but not at that point in time. That was like 2 years ahead of time, and so nobody would expect, you know, for a black man who was a shoe shine at the Capitol to have something like that on him. The governor gave him the task of getting it to OKC. You know what I'm saying? And he made it happen, and the way he did it, you know, he wanted him to pretty much hike and be low key and make it happen, and he went right out the back door with it. And so, you know, for sure.
Some gangster shit.
Jim Noble, you know, yes sir, and he said he was, you know, the first governor, you know, the first governor to sit at the Capitol in Oklahoma City. Mr. Jim Noble would say that, you know, back in the day. So, black man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's some impactful shit too.
Yeah, I mean, regarding, you know, identity, pride, you know, knowing the phenomenal things that people did before you, you know, your people did before you. You know, that's a powerful thing. And so it's important that, you know, we expose these hidden histories and these truths about our accomplishments and our contributions, you know, in the state of Oklahoma, nationwide. You know, I'm a real big advocate for history nationwide. But if you look at Oklahoma history, if you can grasp Oklahoma history, you can decode America. Real talk. You know, it's just a microcosm of America. Yeah.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yes, sir.
I feel you.
I got some entertainment in the book too, though. You know, I cover some of our entertainment history. The Heisman Trophy is produced in Dell City. You know what I'm saying? You knew that?
No.
Yeah, the Heisman. It's been produced in in our city since about 2005, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Heisman, the one that they give out, it's one of a kind. Every year, there's no two Heisman made just alike, and it's made with a procedure that even the ancient Egyptians used to use, some sort of production the way it's produced. You know, even,
was it like clay molding or something?
It's definitely some molding going down.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, check that out for yourself.
That's different.
Jump in.
That's
jump
different.
in and get it. But entertainment history, Drake is a dope way. Drake is connected to Oklahoma City, or is it? I ain't gonna give it away. But yeah, Drake. You gonna have to get the book for that one. But I got a dope, interesting way that Drake is connected to Oklahoma City, and I ain't hear about this nowhere. I saw something with my own eyes in physically downtown in Oklahoma City. I said, man, I wonder what's that about. And by the time I finished researching, Drake was attached to it as well.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about too.
I mean, if you think you know, go ahead and say so. I'll let you know if you got it.
I don't remember the name though. But I don't want to be the one that. Nah, that might not be a good thing for me to be exclusive with.
It's it's the name of a building, the name of a person. What's your?
The name of a person.
Name of a person. It's a name of a person.
Yeah.
What kind of person? What they did?
A badass person.
Bad. Like a gangster or a model.
Like beyond model. Yeah.
Oh well, nah. This is a sports figure.
Oh, okay.
It's a sports figure. But
I know it's yeah. I know the one I'm talking about though. It's something because niggas just don't get visits from Drake, nigga.
Oh yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. So.
I plead the fifth though. It ain't my business. Do what you do. Yeah, I don't want no smoke.
Man.
Yeah, that's why.
Dr. King, you know, when he was 24 years old, he tried to get a job at Calvary Baptist Church in Deep Deuce, downtown Oklahoma City. You know what I mean? He may not have evolved to the Dr. King that we know him to be today had he got the job, right? He was fresh out of seminary school. He had graduated.
Yeah, because I think all the stuff that he did there would go different here.
Yeah, so I mean, if he'd have been in Oklahoma City, I mean, you never know. But the civil rights movement ended up being pretty big out here, and maybe that would have made our civil rights movement even more known, because here in Oklahoma we had big things in the civil rights movement that preceded the places that we know them more for, like Durham, North Carolina, for the sit-ins. The sit-ins in Oklahoma City preceded that by like a couple of years. You know what I mean? And it was very unique and dynamic with Miss Clara Looper, because she had children involved, and they desegregated the lunch counters. Like, they began the desegregation in like just 2 or 3 days. You know what I mean? Because if kids are doing sit-ins, you know, you got to be real crazy racist folks to spit on or harm kids. You know what I mean? So they couldn't really fight that. So before you knew it, boom. So the sit-ins, even integration in secondary education, or just, you know, higher level education, with Miss Ada Lois Sipple Fisher applying to go to OU.
I've heard of Claire Looper before though.
Yeah, well, Miss Fisher applied to go to OU in 1948, and the NAACP had Thurgood Marshall representing her in 1948. So this preceded Brown versus the Board of Education in 1955, which we know more commonly as the case to integrate the public school system. You know what I mean? So this was at the college level. Was at higher education. But Thurgood Marshall, that's the same lawyer. You know, this preluded. This was the work that he done that led to the Brown versus Board of Education. But they integrated OU. By 1950, you had like 6 black students that applied to go to OU, and it was ongoing cases. And OU got integrated. You know what I mean? Miss Fisher got her degree, you know, her law degree at OU in 1952. You know what I'm saying? So, big history, you know, big facts.
That's a big ass milestone.
Man, Thurgood Marshall couldn't stay overnight in Norman because it was a sundown town at the time. You feel me? Thurgood Marshall went on to be the first black United States uh, Supreme Court Justice. You know what I'm saying? So he was a very, very historic figure. And yeah, that was the experience in Norman. You know, Boomer Sooner Town, our Boomer Sooner Town.
Now, where's Thurgood Marshall from?
You know what? I don't recall originally. You know what
I want to say in the movie it was like he was from like the New Jersey or something.
He done some big work. You know.
Yeah. Because I know he was taking cases, by the movie, he was taking cases from all over, everywhere he could find one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, yeah. He was
a lot of big work here in Oklahoma. John Hope Franklin is a name attached to Thurgood Marshall that you might not know. He helped him with the Board of Education case. John Hope Franklin is a native of Oklahoma. He's from Renningsville, one of the most esteemed historians in American history. You know what I'm saying? Had the book Up From Slavery, sold like 3 million copies. Even his dad, you know what I mean, B.C. Franklin, was historical. He defended massacre survivors on Black Wall Street and sued the city of Tulsa and helped black people get insurance, you know what I mean? And they was gonna try to rezone and everything, but you know, just some historical figures. Even going back to Norman, Dr. Henderson is down in Norman, the first man to buy a home, and first black man to buy a home in Norman and move his family in. You know what I'm saying? In 1967, Dr. Henderson, he's in my book too. You know what I mean? So
some Compton shit.
Hey, big
first
big
black
going
people,
on.
yeah. First black people to move in these areas. That's crazy.
Yeah. Man, 2020. Norman apologized for being a sundown town in 2020. You know what I mean? And so,
did that have something to do with the college?
Well, you know, the colleges, OU is notorious for people running around in blackface.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with just the heightened tensions regarding Norman and racism in Norman. I mean, you know, definitely has something to do with it because they done made the news so many times down there over the past few years. But
yeah, because I know they had made like some dude make a public apology about something he had said or something.
Yeah, man, it get crazy down there, but we down there Boomer Sooner. Like, if you down there and you hollering Boomer Sooner, make sure you know what Boomer Sooner is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got to hear this.
I can't say that the Boomer movement was not an anti-black movement. You know what I'm saying? It very much was a response to black people mobilizing to establish their own state in which we were entitled to, you know, move on to the unassigned lands as former slaves of the 5 civilized tribes. And once we began to do that, because way before Black Wall Street, it was a whole black state movement, you know what I'm saying, here in Oklahoma. A few different ways Oklahoma was supposed to be a black state. You might hear people say that, and you can find out those ways in my book. But one of them was the 2 million unassigned acres that President Harrison's horse race, he opened up the land in 1889 and had the first land run. You know what I mean? That's where your boomers came in 10 years prior, coming in, squatting on the lands that was set aside for Native Americans, the unassigned portion of it, but their former slaves through treaty had rights to settle on that land as well.
So
then they opened it up to white settlement. So the boomers, they very much were thieves, but they were politically organized in a major way. Like, they would make incursions onto this land deep, like several hundred of them, and they would build a camp in the winter.
Land pirates.
Guess who had to come and get them? The Buffalo Soldiers had to come and get them. Drag them off the land, take them to Fort Smith to court. Each time, arrest them. The Buffalo Soldiers. Our black soldiers. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The irony. The black soldiers protected the land from white folks, for white folks, against black folks and native folks who were supposed to have the right to move on the land. it gets tricky. But
sound like modern day gang banging.
the boomer movement is very interesting. The Sooners, you know, you can definitely believe more than likely there were no black boomers. Now, in regard to the land run, there were black people that participated. There definitely were, black Sooners, people that went out early, maybe the night before. A Buffalo Soldier may have had a piece of land spotted and help somebody come into the land. So there were land speculators, land agents, U.S. agents, soldiers who were coming onto the unassigned lands. The railroads came through the lands and everything. So those people were Sooners. You know what I'm saying? When it came time for the land run, they just went out a little sooner, maybe the night before. It was before the gun. But the boomers, their whole movement was, about a decade to force and lobby up in D.C. to open the land to white settlement. You know what I mean? So, boomer, Sooner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's what that's about.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just like wearing blackface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like,
yeah, dope stuff, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's how I got locked in, man. When I can't remember what the first one was about.
Was it the Sarah Rector, the richest colored girl in the world?
No, it was an older white lady on it.
An older white lady?
Yeah.
On my video?
Yeah.
Let me think real quick.
I don't know if she was an example of something.
This was early. This was over a month ago, right?
Over a month ago, definitely.
White lady. You think it was maybe an older white man, the George Washington? The George Washington.
The woman kind of looked like Lucy.
We might have to just jump on her.
Yes, yeah. If I'm not mistaken,
the woman looked like Lucy. That was Ada Lewis, Simple Fisher. She wasn't white. That's what I just told you about. Integrating on you.
Oh, she wasn't white?
Mm-mm. The picture you talking about, she looked like Lucy. There gotta be, a picture of Ada Lewis. Lois Simple Fisher. You always gotta say the whole name. Like if you try to leave
I'm
one
gonna try
out,
to
it
find
just don't make sense to try to leave one of the words out, no matter how hard it is to say. And it's not that hard. It's just the simple. Some people say it differently. But going back.
No, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it.
It was on IG or TikTok.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to say IG though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked your TikTok out too. That shit cool. I've been following you on everything you on. I've been following your ass.
Yeah, the TikTok is going crazy. That's what really got people on this new wave of my content with the history because of the format I'm putting out. Yeah, young black man, #1 history influencer. Let me tell you about it. You know what I mean? And dropping quick 1 minute stories on these people. They loving that. Everything we tune into is a story.
To some degree, yeah.
Power, all these entertainment, these movies, and these sitcom series and things. It's all a story, and history has the most phenomenal true stories. Ain't nothing better than the true story, right? When you catch the one based on the true story.
Facts.
Yeah, so history. You know what I mean? It's just a new.
You can believe what you see, or at least some of it. Because I ain't gonna lie, even in stuff that's based on a true story or supposed to be factual, people be keying in little stuff and taking stuff out.
Oh yeah, it's always.
They moderate what they put in there. Yeah.
But when you dig down through sources and people that wrote books, the thing is everything is locked into the books. If you're not somebody that's gonna get it out the books, or have somebody that's bringing it out the books and bringing it to the people like myself, then you're not gonna get it. And so, it's just a new wave, a mode and manner of teaching and learning history. Real active video.
Yeah.
Interactive with field trips, really pulling up. We got the 13 Black Towns tour, and in person, like lecture. It's all good. We having a ball. Arts and entertainment, tourism, education. It's edutainment at the highest level. So, real fun. Learning who we are. That way we can get a better understanding of one another and have more compassion for one another when we know the truth. And that's how the youth is going to change the future. You know, they're going to change systemic racism through learning history, straight up.
And see, like me, like I be finding myself like extremely busy. So the stuff that I be thinking about in my head, if somebody's already speaking about it, it gives me a better understanding of something without having to take the time to dig into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because I'll be busy, like here, there, here. Like I've been to work already this morning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And then come home, boom, set up. You know, so like I never know what my days entail sometimes. So part of it helps with my chaos because I get a chance to take my mind exactly off what's chaotic and think about something that really can help me make better decisions moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I'll try to be busy. You know, it chased me down. You feel me? So this is very much purpose. Like, books chase me down, for real. My partner, Melvin Childs, man, he discovered Tyler Perry right out of Oklahoma City in 1998. You know, so if anybody doesn't know, a gentleman out of Oklahoma City, he was a young upstart promoter at the time. He became a promoter once he found Tyler Perry. He was responsible for really helping Tyler and catapulting him his whole career like to the next level when Tyler was almost down and out. And you know, he always kind of kept his story to himself for a long time, but he dropped a book in 2012, and man, I got into that book, and I read it like so fast I couldn't put it down, and that kind of really sparked me, sparked my mind in terms of being able to consume and digest books, you know, differently than ever in my whole entire life. And I eventually, you know, wrote a couple of books of my own, and I definitely got a heavy library. So, I mean, it's in the books, man. It chased me down. I've been on all four corners of the United States and ended up right back here in Oklahoma as a big advocate for our black towns and for history. And, you know, I studied for about a decade and got into them books, and now it's just time to bring it to the people. So that's why you see me cranking out content every day. Because it's just like, it's just in me. Like, even with the Oklahoma Black Facts book, I didn't take a month to write that. It was just a couple of days. I was just like off the top with the facts coming, and then I formatted the book, and I did the quick research on the back end for the pertinent details that might have been a little foggy because you know we can't recall every single thing, and that's one of the hard parts about learning history. You know what I'm saying? Is retaining the information.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard.
Man, I'm talking about that's how
dates,
sick he is.
You know, people
sick will tell you the statute number, the case number, the everybody. he know man, that dude he's a box of information, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like a overflowing jug of water. Like he with it. Hey man, y'all should probably sit down and have a conversation, man.
For sure.
He got a clubhouse little group he got going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his clubhouse is popping. It's King. No, it's Build Cott Jr.
Well, I need to pop in there on him, but he gonna have to come over to the where I'm building community at too.
He with that?
Cause we got the black-owned clubhouse popping up. It's called Fan Base.
That's right.
Fan Base. Snoop been talking about it, but I jumped on there, man. It ain't no algorithm over there. Isaac Hayes III founded, created the Fan Base, and it's popping. Go on over there and check it out.
About that.
Real talk.
About that. I'm sure he with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that happen though. I'm gonna hit him up, man. Y'all really should converse,
man.
I'll
jump on there on the clubhouse though.
They be having some deep topics. They was just talking about the hair stores.
Mm-hmm.
How none of them are black owned, and blacks don't make no money off them, but blacks spend the most money in them. That was a deep conversation they was having, and he be having some interesting people in that group too. Real talk. His name is King Sick. You know what I'm saying? FYI, KINGSIIK. You know what I'm saying? No, it's KINGSIIK. Yeah. The 2I thing fucks me up sometimes. But yeah, tap in with my boy, man. He know his shit. Sure. We finna get up out of here though, man. Put it in the air podcast. Check out the hoodies. We got the hoodies for y'all. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's popping. Appreciate y'all. Get them people your social medias and shit, man.
I'm at Young Black Mayor on all platforms. Young Black Mayor. I'm your #1 history influencer. So if you want that good information to open you up, I've done all the research for you. Use me. Take advantage of your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 103,000 followers on not IG, but TikTok. And my IG been going up too.
Hey, your shit booming.
100 plus on TikTok. That's where I'm most active at. You know, so everything don't make it over to the other platforms. So that's where you need to link in with me, because people is engaged, man. It's going crazy. The comments, it goes crazy over there. So y'all get in, man, so y'all know what's popping. Join the Black Towns Freedom Fund. I ain't been promoting it too hard because, you know, I want it to be organic. But the Black Towns Freedom Fund, we got a real opportunity to learn all of this, get connected with land if you want it, and then just really be resources to each other and get the freedom that we once experienced in our black towns. You know, economic freedom as a people, financial freedom individually if you want it, got the resources for that, and freedom of oppression if you really want to move back or move black is the movement. We'll chop it up about it. Young Black Mayor on all platforms.
That's my guy, man. Put it in the air podcast, signing off. Fuck with your boy, H Skater.
Damn, niggas ain't solid no more. Niggas ain't tryna make $1 no more. Same one flexing all hard for the gram. Be the ones to fold when the cops get close. Damn, bitches ain't solid no more. I ain't got time for a gold digging hoe. Same one saying that niggas ain't shit. Be the ones working on baby daddy #4. Like damn, niggas ain't riding no more. The way I'm wrecking shit and be driving no more. Pedal to the metal, but the push it to the flow. You can call me anything besides a deadbeat and broke. Like damn, leverage CE. We are Leverage Entertainment.